If you're a beginner who keeps getting bonked, I'm here to help you unbonk yourself. Crits are handled in a very unique way in Megabonk that makes an absurdly powerful build once you understand them correctly. There are 4 mechanics that act as critical hits, often with compounding effects upon each other, and the first is the basic crit. Every character begins with a critical chance of 1% and critical damage of 2 times. There are many ways to increase the crit chance, but the Precision Tome is essential for a crit-focused build, with a starting increase of 7% for a common level increase. But without using the Precision Tome as part of your build, you can also increase crit chance through the use of Charge Shrines, Moai statues, and items. Charge Shrines are also the only bespoke way to increase crit damage in the game, though you are also increasing crit damage when you increase base damage. Next we have the Overcrit. This is a mechanic that rewards the continual stacking of crit chance by offering another stack of damage when your crit chance is above 100%. For example, if you have a crit chance of 120%, that means each hit has a 20% chance to do triple damage instead of the otherwise double damage. This rewards stacking your critical chance to absolute kingdom come, as there is no end to the benefit of racking up as high of a crit chance as possible, as this stat scales infinitely. Third, we have the Mega Crit. This is a type of crit that is only possible through the legendary item Giant Fork. It gives each of your critical hits a 14% chance of becoming a Mega Crit, which does double damage. The exact multiplicative effect between Mega Crits and Overcrits is unclear. However, it seems that they do stack to some degree, so any crit-based build will benefit greatly from adding this item. And lastly, we have the absolute powerhouse that is the almighty Bonk. This gives a 2% chance for any attack, not just crits, to do 20 times damage. When you stack all 4 of these effects together, you can continuously put up some eye-wateringly powerful numbers with every attack. Next, I'll cover 2 absurdly powerful, easily attainable tomes, the XP and Luck tomes. They can and probably should be used in any build to allow your character to scale exponentially into a completely unstoppable force. First, and most critically, is the XP Tome. This tome increases the rate at which you gain XP, which means that late in a run, a build with this tome could be dozens of levels above a build without it. You can unlock this tome by breaking 20 pots in a single run, a task that you could easily achieve on your first run. And having an excess of XP allows you to continuously level up your character and increase the power of weapons and the potency of your other tomes, the 2 most consequential aspects of your character for getting deep into a run. At the time of recording, this tome is pretty much broken and completely essential for maximizing the potential of your character and scaling your level as high as possible. The other easily unlockable tome is the Luck Tome. This tome increases your luck percentage, which buffs your chance to get a higher tier of all options, meaning better weapon and tome buffs from leveling up, bigger stat increases from shrines, and rarer, more powerful items. This tome is relatively easy to unlock, as it has a 0.01% chance of dropping from any enemy. And since Megabonk will quickly have you mowing down thousands of foes, it should drop for you relatively early on if you keep an eye out. The advantage of increasing luck cannot be overstated. Higher tier options mean your stats are increasing at a much higher rate, and a character with high luck will have a much better overall build than a character with low luck at the same level. Many of the epic and legendary items can also make or break a build, and increased luck makes finding these much easier. However, you should be careful about overemphasizing these tomes with long-term benefits, as you might neglect your current DPS and survivability and meet an embarrassingly early demise. Next, I'll talk about the shop and how much easier it will accelerate your ability to create a tailored build. You'll unlock the shop once you complete a quest. It gives you permanent, persisting upgrades that will benefit every run you do after unlocking a shop item. Each shop item is unlocked through a preset number of quests to complete. The silver upgrade is one to target as early as possible. This will increase your silver acquisition rate by 2.5% for each upgrade purchased. Since you need silver to unlock every single thing in the game, it's best to throw some points into this whenever you can. The shop is also how you can unlock new weapon and tome slots. You unlock the ability to buy an additional weapon slot when you complete 25 total quests and when you complete 45 total quests. You get the chance to buy a new tome slot at 35 total quests and 55 total quests. Prioritize these over everything. Also useful are the toggler, which allows you to toggle off items so they don't appear in your runs. Refresh, which allows you to refresh the current options displayed at level up during a run. And Banish, which will prevent an option from appearing again in that run. Also, you should play every boombox in the forest level to unlock the boombox, which allows you to change the music to any track you want. Prioritize this over everything. Finally, we'll talk about the act of gathering XP and how XP pickup is one of the most important aspects of this game. You can pick up XP from walking near an XP shard dropped by an enemy. However, if your character has a low movement speed, especially towards the start of a run, it's much more important to prioritize exploring the map to find the exit portal, Moai upgrades, or shrine unlocks, instead of running around trying to collect every bit of XP you can. Since XP drops in Megabonk behave similarly to Vampire Survivors, where it will not despawn until you leave the stage, you should instead rely more on magnet statues, or should I say, the Shrine of Suck, and magnet power-ups as methods of gaining the XP on the ground. It could be a good strategy to time a swarm's appearance to when you're near a statue, so that right when you defeat the swarm, you can instantly grab the XP on the ground and level up a ton at once. Like the video, subscribe for more, and take comfort in the fact that you are now ready to bonk.